Droid.
Welcome to the Droid Forums News Brief, where your humble hosts cover the hot news topics of the week, and what a week it's been, Stormy, huh?
Oh, I know. It's been awesome.
Yeah, so go ahead, man. Fire off. Take it away.
All right. First up, we have Android's best phone of next year. It was a neat little poll that we came up with.
Great poll.
Yeah, thanks. And you guys here in the forums really liked it too. It took off like a bandit. What I like to say about it is this poll was a great conversation starter. It's always fun and challenging to speculate on future devices, and you guys really stepped up to the plate.
Definitely.
I especially liked Johnny Kansas's statement on the matter. I want one of these companies to make something that shakes things up, and that's why I voted for Other as well. What do you think, buddy?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. I voted Other as well, and I have to agree with 94 LT1 on this one. He mentioned Lenovo, and that's kind of what I was looking for. I want to see a new manufacturer come out, with a totally new device. Let's see some new aesthetics and new manufacturer step up and bring us a new phone. Moto, HTC, Samsung, great phones, great hardware, but I just feel they're kind of in a design rut right now. But maybe they'll surprise us. But
I hope so.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Lenovo. I like their hardware, and so I chose Other as well. Then moving right along, next up is the Motorola Droid Turbo soak test. It went out. Everybody was, hoping it was Lollipop. Is Lollipop coming? And it turns out that it was the Advanced Calling 1.0, also known as Voice over LTE. It was a nice feature. Some people had some problems getting it going, and Foxcat was great. He picked up on it that, in order to get it working, you had to go to Verizon's website, turn it on, and then you needed to reboot the phone, and that kind of got the ball rolling for everybody. But at first it was a little rough and going for people.
I agree. I think it's fine that Verizon added their Go LTE to the phone, but it's disappointing it wasn't Lollipop. I wonder when they will get it pushed out to the Turbo. Let's intend their Turbo on the Lollipop rollout.
Yeah, right. Yep.
So what do we have next? The Samsung Galaxy S6 will have high-end specs.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody likes talking about the latest, greatest new phone coming out, and so this thread took off well. The most intriguing thing to me is that the S6 is rumored to have a 5.5-inch display. Why is Samsung pushing their main flagship into the phablet category? Won't that compete with their own very successful Galaxy Note series?
Right.
Let's hope this rumor isn't true. And as a matter of fact, a news story I just put up this morning seems to contradict this earlier rumor, suggesting that the device will have a 5.2-inch display like before.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. So there doesn't seem to be anything new here, regardless of this size of display.
Mm-hmm.
I concur with Squire SCA. Sammy needs to get more creative and do something different than just building another fast race car. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, in light of this new rumor before it came out, this just hit this morning, hit the news cycle this morning, but we were talking about it earlier, and I was in agreement with you with them bumping up the screen to 5.5 inches. I just don't get it. You know what I mean? You got the Note right up there, and so you're 0.2 inches away from it.
Mm-hmm.
It just or something like that, but. It just made no sense. So hopefully this newest rumor where it's, what was it again?
5.2.
Yeah, that's kind of acceptable. I don't think it can go any bigger than that. I hope that they keep it at 5.2. Even 5 inches would be the best.
I agree.
In my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Last up was the Oppo R5. It's pushing the envelope on the thinness here. And I don't know. I think Wicked summed it up perfect, and he says this is just plain silly because it's so thin that you can't even put a headphone jack in it. So I'm just not feeling it. I don't know what the purpose is except to claim, hey, we got the world's thinnest phone, but you can't put a headphone in a jack. I don't know. It's just ridiculous in my opinion.
Well, so this phone is another in a line of devices racing to become ultra thin. I think that eventually all smartphones will evolve to be super thin and flexible devices, so I'm okay with seeing devices like these. The battery life on them is the only real concern that I have right now.
Mm-hmm.
I like the outside thinking of thin devices, though. They have to push the technology somewhere. I agree with Amarin 221. He suggests we move toward ditching the old school tech like the headphone jack and the mini USB port altogether. I like the idea of a completely seamless phone with no plugs or holes in it. I'm not sure how practical it is yet, but I like the idea of a cordless society. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, I think you bring up a really good point. You know, kind of want to end on note. You bring up a very good point. You know, it's kind of forward thinking what you're saying, and you know, eventually down the road maybe that will come to fruition. But right now, I just don't think we can be pushing out phone with no USB ports or headphone jacks. But who knows what the future brings, right?
Right on.
Yeah, so anyway, that is it for this week. And remember to leave your comments in the news stories, because you never know when you can become the next news brief star. And we thanks for watching, everyone.
Yep, we appreciate you. We'll see you in the forums.